The school year is approaching fast in the Med City. I'm KIMT News 3's Jessica Bringy, live with what COVID-19 precautions RPS is recommending in the classroom.
With the announcement from Pickell still fresh, I'm KIMT News 3's Alex Dieterer, live with more on how Rochester parents feel about the potential return of the mask.
I'm KIMT News 3's Amy Fleming. Still to come, it's not every day that a 101-year-old World War II veteran becomes a Grand Marshal. Why this veteran is being featured in tomorrow's parade.
I've tracked sunshine and beautiful conditions heading into the weekend. I'll let you know what to expect coming up.
KIMT News 3, coverage you can count on. This is KIMT News 3 at 5.
Thank you for joining us for KIMT News 3 at 5. I'm Nick Kruzelnicki, filling in for George Mallet.
As we inch closer to the school year, we're getting a better understanding of what COVID-19 precautions are going to be taken in the classroom.
KIMT News 3's Jessica Bringy joins us live from the Edison building with what's being recommended by the interim superintendent. Jessica.
Amy and Nick, interim superintendent Kent Peckle is recommending that anyone over the age of 2 and all staff and adults visiting RPS facilities wear a mask. That also pertains on any sort of transportation. Peckle added RPS will partner with the county to operate vaccine clinics at schools to increase vaccination rates among students, staff, and community members. 3 feet or greater social distancing measures are also being recommended. He says it's all part of the master plan to make sure kids don't have to go back to distance learning.
The trade-off for all that stuff is we can keep our schools open, and we're very committed to keep our schools open. And so that's the balancing act that I'm recommending the school board help us do.
Peckle does tell me he knows masking is a hot button issue, but he does say that it's just one piece of a comprehensive puzzle to ensure schools stay open this year with the goal of providing the best educational experience possible. Live in Rochester, Jessica Bringy, KIMT News 3.
Thanks, Jessica. The recommendations will go to the school board on August 17th to make a decision on the policy revision. You can find a full list of the recommendations linked to the story on KIMT.com.
As Jess just said, masking up in schools is certainly a hot button issue, drawing mixed reaction across the country and here in the Med City. KIMT News 3's Alex Dieterer spoke with Rochester parents on how they feel about this new development. Alex.
That's right, Nick. How do Rochester parents feel about the possible return of masks to school for their kids? I wanted to find out. And just like that, masks may be making a more permanent comeback to Rochester Public Schools. Interim RPS Superintendent Dr. Kent Peckle is recommending all students 2 and older and all adults to wear face coverings inside RPS facilities. Bamber Valley kindergarten teacher Catherine Hiles sees value in this.
As long as it keeps them safe and gives them a sense of normalcy as far as being in the school every single day and being around peers and having that social time and learning, I think it's okay, just so that they can be healthy and have a little bit of a normalcy.
Other Rochester parents don't quite get it.
I feel like it doesn't really make a difference. I think it's unnecessary.
And are waiting for more answers.
I feel like the science is still out on masks.
Some kids will have to get back into the swing of things when masks come back this fall. But the kids have done it all before.
The last 2 years have really led to a lot of just people, parents, teachers, and the kids being flexible with all the changes. Even though there's been a lot of changes, I think the kids are still overcoming it all, which is good.
Pickell said RPS will operate with the county to operate vaccine clinics at the schools. Live in Rochester, Alex Dieterer, KIMT News 3.
Thanks, Alex. In a memo, Pickell said they will announce ways for the public to provide feedback on the Safe Learning Plan during the August 17th school board meeting. The Minnesota Department of Health is reporting nearly 1,500 new cases of COVID-19 and 6 more deaths. That brings the total case count to almost 625,000 and the death toll to nearly 8,000. More than 3 million Minnesotans are fully vaccinated, and Governor Tim Walz announced yesterday that 70% of the state's population, that is 16, and have gotten at least one dose of the vaccine. The FDA approved a booster shot of Pfizer or Moderna for those with weakened immune systems.
Time now to switch gears to weather, and summer will be coming to an end soon. We hate to think about that, so we have to enjoy these warm days while we can. Still plenty of summer left, right, Ryan? I know you're tracking some nice temperatures.
Yeah, we have some sunshine well into the forecast, especially as we push into this weekend. But outside right now, you put it nicely, there are nice temperatures all across the entire viewing area. We are seeing 70s, maybe even a few 80s out there as well. But we're staying comfortable really across the entire viewing area. And get used to this trend of seeing some 80s here across the entire board as we push into midweek. Average for this time of year is roughly around 79 degrees, so we're not too far away from our averages. By around Monday, a little bit of a cold front moves through, so we'll see some temperatures drop back down into the middle to even upper 70s rather than maybe some 80s that we'll see over the course of the weekend. But beyond that, temperatures are looking nice. Now, those temperatures start to increase as we push later on into the next few days, and you'll notice our dew points also start to rise as we push towards midweek as well. With that does come a few chances for some showers as we push towards midweek, and especially later on in the week. I'll let you know what to expect and when those storms will arrive coming up in just a bit.
Thanks, Ryan. Still to come, good news regarding students and vaccines as they begin their return to school. How many students have gotten their first dose, according to MDH? We have those numbers coming up. And later, the Taliban is heading for the capital now that U.S. troops are being pulled from the country. What government officials are pleading to American citizens still in Afghanistan.
KIMT News 3 at 5. Your local news with KIMT News 3's Amy Fleming and George Mallet. Tracking storms with Storm Team 3 Chief Meteorologist Aaron White. This is KIMT News 3. More local news that is happening now from your community. We are coverage you can count on.